This is my 2025 Polaris Ranger NorthStar. This is a premium edition. I'm going to do a 20-hour review on it. I'm almost at the break-in period. 25 hours is break-in. I got 20 hours on it. And I'm going to let you guys know what has gone wrong with it so far and also what I like about it. So one of the first things about this is when I got it home, I found just a random bolt on the ground. I couldn't find any missing anywhere, but I just held on to it just in case I find out where it came from. So the second thing that kept happening was I'd be going down the trails and the door would pop a little bit. Not a full click like this, but it'd be like the half click. See how you can see light? The door would still be shut, but you'd have to open it, close it, then there would be no light, and then you'd be, right when you hit like a bump, it would do the same thing. Not this much, this much. It would do it on both doors. So what I did, I had to modify the striker. So I took these bolts out, and then there's a square cut in here. I actually cut more of the square out so I can get this whole piece to move out more. Then I had to use a washer because that square was obviously bigger, so to distribute the load. But once I moved this out, the doors shut a lot better. I moved that out, shut this, and then I loosened up these three and these four, and then I just let it the door just kind of settle a little bit, and then I just tighten them back up again. Like I didn't move it around a lot. Like I just loosened them up, and then I just tightened them. The thing works way better. When the windows are up, there's a lot of air pressure in here, so it's harder to shut the doors. So I always keep the window either cracked a little bit or I keep them down. But now I'll be going down the trail and it still randomly will pop a little bit. It's not like it was. Like it was literally like every single bump or something I went over, like it was a lot of times the passenger door, it would pop one click, and then, you know, my wife would open up the door and shut it, and then mine would pop open. Not all the way, it would just pop a click. I haven't had any issues with the doors just opening and swinging open fully. It would just be one click, and so then you'd have to open it to shut it all the way. That was really annoying, but I got that fixed. Just messing with the striker. So now the third thing, I was looking online and people are talking about their floor cracking. This is driver's side. It's the first bolt on the floor. You can see it's cracked. The passenger side as well. The passenger side is not as bad. Now we're on the passenger side. So same thing, first bolt. So the passenger side as well, you can see it's starting to crack. So driver's side and passenger side. I talked to my Polaris dealer and they said Polaris is pretty good with the warranty. So I'm gonna bring it in next week to see if this gets covered or not. That's number 3. 2 cracks in the floor. I just don't want them to get worse. So this is a premium model, not the Ultimate. The Ultimate would have ride command and a JBL sound system. I just use a cell phone and I have a JBL Charge 6. This thing works awesome. I'm glad I saved a couple grand. I bought a trailer instead of getting the ride command and stuff, but this has power windows. You can control both on the driver door and just the one on the passenger. Heat, air conditioning. It's got like a accessory charger, a battery charger, and 2 USBs. This thing's got performance mode, standard mode, work mode, 4-wheel drive, lock differential, 2-wheel drive, and then turf mode. The fourth thing that this just went wrong is, here, I'll show you. Let me put the power on. Is my washer. This has windshield wipers. Well, a windshield wiper. It has a sprayer. You can see the nozzle right there. But the pump must have went out. I probably used it 3 times. I've drove multiple times in the rain. I've had to spray the windshield, so it was working. Just randomly, it doesn't work no more. I'll even start it. You can see I got 20 hours on it. Even with it started, it won't spray, so that's another thing. I'm gonna bring it in for warranty. I looked online. It's like $10 for a pump. Like, I'm sure, and I pulled the reservoir out and stuff. Like, it'd be super simple to replace. Just unplug one wire. It's got a grommet and stuff, and it's 4 Torx bolts. I think it was like T25 or something. But I'm bringing it in for the floor, or else I would have just ordered a pump. This thing's also got a tip-out windshield, which is really cool. You can open it all the way, or you can just have it cracked. A little bit of airflow. I normally just keep it shut all the time unless I'm just cruising around my yard. But yeah, this thing is really awesome. I know it's got those couple issues, but once that's all taken care of, like I would get one of these things again. Some stuff I really like about this thing, the winch. It's got remote control. So you can just operate it right here. You don't have to go in. And it's got a magnetic stop, so it knows when it's in enough. Headlights, super bright LED lights. Really nice rims and tires. I like obviously the power windows. I like the tip out windshield. You can vent it, fully extend it. Windshield wiper. I like when that works. Yeah, this thing's you just turn this on and off. You also have winch controls right here too, so you can just pop the door open, stand here, and it's easy to operate this winch either with the controller or with the switch right here. I always just keep it in this little pocket. I don't have this, normally a speaker would be here, but I actually like these pockets better. This thing, if you guys have the premium, just put in this phone in here, and this is like, it's good enough. You don't need to run any speakers and stuff. Like, this thing sounds really nice. It's got 2 little subs on it. Like, I like bass. I listen to country, rap, whatever, rock, heavy metal. So that thing's awesome. But yeah, I like the heat, air conditioning, AC works really well. I've used it a couple times. I like that they got the USB chargers, easy to get to for the battery. I like that they put this battery charger here. I like how it's super easy to get to the battery. Just pop this cover off. Batteries right here. Super simple. Everything on this thing is pretty simple to mess with. Fuel's right here. Pull up to the gas station. This bed, you just pull the handle. It's got one on each side, and then you can pull this pin out to get the bed to go up a little bit more. I made a license plate bracket for this, and I can't. It just barely touch. I need to make this a little bit more, but it was like either it's gonna hit the exhaust or it's gonna hit the tire. But I just threw that together real quick. I'm gonna probably make something different, but it's easy to get to the belt, airbox, oil changes. I believe you can put 1,000 pounds in the bed. You can read this sticker and then determine that yourself. But it's got a Kurt hitch. It is kind of low. I would probably want to put an extension on it to like really get to a trailer. The bed, I guess it sticks out more than I thought, but I have it on the second. This hitch has an extension on it, so I put these in. I don't think I'm ever gonna use them. My buddy just gave them to me. Another handle right here to flip the bed. Check your oil. Just everything. Everything's simple to get to. There's another view at that pin you can pull just to move it up a little bit more. Nice wheels. I really like the way this thing looks. I do like this thing a lot. I do a lot of yard work and stuff with it. Cruise it around. I bring it up north, go on trails. It's real easy to use. I drive around in turf mode. It's got low, high. I cruise around in high a lot of the times. I just keep it in standard, but it is fun. But yeah, this thing's a lot of fun. You can change the screen color. Well, there's different mode here. I'll go through the modes. So, let's hit the mode button. So it tells you the engine temp, mile per hour, RPM. I just normally keep it on RPM. Then you can do volts, trip 1, or well, trip 2, trip 1, odometer. So that's how many miles I got on it, 323. And then engine temp again. Service in 4.5 hours. And then that's what I got on it. So you can mess around if you with what you want. I guess that's what the up arrow does. That wrench that pops up, I think that means, because that's saying I'm going to have to do service in 4.5 hours. But I think if I hold this, options, exit. So you could do a password if you want, like when you start it, you can put a pin. You can do a speed limit. That's the service in 25 hours. That's the brightness level. Then you can do different colors. So I got red right now. You could do blue if you want. I keep it on red. You know, you can make this not as bright, but I don't feel like it's that bright. Then there's clock. You can do your units, mile per hour, and then exit. But I just keep mine set up like this. I like, well, just right now because I want to know the 25 hours for service, so I just keep it on hours, and I keep the RPMs and the time. But I'll probably switch it after. I'll switch this up after I get through my first service, and I'm gonna do a video on that too. I'm gonna go get the service kit, and I'm just gonna do it all myself. So those are the couple issues I had with this Ranger. I've had it for a couple months. I only got 20 hours on it. Nothing's real critical. I would definitely buy this thing again. This is an awesome machine. It's a lot of fun. So I'm going to have a video coming up here soon. I'm buying a Boss V-Plow. That's the main reason I bought this, is to plow my driveway. And I've been looking online, and I haven't found a lot of videos of anyone installing a plow on a Ranger. So I'm going to do a full video. I'm pretty sure the plow comes like completely disassembled, so I'm gonna have to put the plow itself together and wire the Ranger and hook everything up. So there's gonna be a cool video coming up with that, so please subscribe so you can check that out later. Also, I got these 2 little light bars off Amazon, I think like 30 bucks. I'm gonna wire these up too, and these are gonna go on the plow so I can have light, because the plow is probably gonna block the headlights. I just want to be able to see in front of me, so I'm gonna make some brackets for these and then get these mounted and wired up as well to a switch. But yeah, if you're into Rangers, if you're into old cars, I have a 1964 Ford Falcon restoration I'm working on right now. I put a new episode out every single Sunday morning at 9 a.m. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out my playlist. We'll see you guys next time.